Welcome YouTube. Today I will show you benchmarks in Valorant with the Asus LE Z1 Extreme version. We will see the 15, the 25 watt power mode and the 30 watt mode with plugged in power cable with low, mid and high settings. I also tested competitive settings for better performance in 720p. So let's go. We start with 15 watt with low settings. We see in the whole sequence over 120 FPS in average, good frame times and 1% lower FPS between the 70s till 90s.
Typisch.
Ausgelöscht.
Then we have a look at the middle settings. Here we see a drop of 20 FPS. We still reach over 100 FPS in average.
Lade nach. Am Boden.
Brimstone ist gefallen.
Bis dann. Lade nach. Oh, verdammt.
Abgeschossen.
On the high settings we don't lose much performance. Maybe slightly higher frame times, but still 115 average FPS and still very good 1% performance in most times in the 70s and the 80s.
Neutralisiert.
Gegner getötet. Gegner am Boden.
Das war's.
Then I turned on the 25 watt mode, which is the highest power mode you can reach without a plugged in power cable, and I started with the middle settings because of the high performance, and we got very nice frame times and smooth delay gameplay with 100 FPS on average. Then I switched to the high settings, so we lose 10 till 20 FPS to the mid settings and get a slightly higher delay of 1 or 2 milliseconds, but performance is still very good. I did a mistake here, I named the game settings wrong in the overlay, but it was done in the high settings as I has shown in the video.
Captain ausgeschaltet. Erledigt.
Spike platziert.
Yeah, as next we see the 30 watt power mode, which you can reach just with plugged in
Letzter
power
lebender
cable.
Verbündeter.
We see very good frame times and low delay in the low settings with 130 to over 160 average FPS. Just the 1% FPS are a little bit low here. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the match, of the map, which is different here than in the other benchmarks. But it's not the first time I see this. If you see my other videos, I also see with the latest BIOS that Starfield, for example, is playing better in 25 watt mode than in 30 watt mode.
Spielen wir uns ein.
Zeit für einen Sprung.
Jetzt wird's neblig. Lade nach.
Kommt's nicht nochmal vor.
Viel Spaß damit.
Still high performance on the mid settings. Here I named the game settings again wrong in the overlay.
Ein Gegner übrig. Wir hätten über diese Welt herrschen können. Gemeinsam.
But then we come to the high settings. I did not change the anti-aliasing. I was thinking about it, but for comparison I don't do it, or I didn't do it. And we see high FPS in the high settings with over a 120 to 150 average FPS still on the high settings.
Spike platziert. Genau da. Kämpft.
Yeah, at the end I wanted to try to max out the competitive performance, so I turned all as low as possible and I switched from the resolution to 720p. We see over 140 average FPS now, still in the crazy situations with a lot of explosions you will see, and even more higher FPS than this in the normal situations. But the great benefit here are the 1% FPS performances between higher 80s and nearly 100 FPS. So this is a very smooth gameplay. So in my opinion, it's good enough for a competitive experience. So, what to say in the end? The performance in all modes and with all settings are very good. I think I would prefer low settings because I don't see a game-changing difference in the graphic settings between the lower and high settings, but I see a very big impact, a visual impact with the resolution. So I would prefer the low settings, the low graphic settings, but with 1080p resolution, and then turn on 120 Hertz on the refresh rate on the display, and I would be fine with it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time if you want to see more handheld benchmarks. Bye.